everybody, it's Brook Waldorf. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's Pick a Card Tarot reading is going to be themed to Disneyland, my favorite place on planet Earth, because it is potentially opening at the end of April after being closed for over a year. So the question for today's reading is going to be, what will your next first date be like? Complete with handwritten messages at the end of each group, themed to Disneyland. I'm shuffling on camera for this reading. I've already filmed it. All three groups had some very similar messages, but also some different messages as well. So I think it's pretty cute, pretty fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's go ahead and put the groups up on the screen. Take a moment, use your intuition to choose whichever group or groups you're feeling particularly drawn to. You can always choose more than one. These readings are timeless, and whenever you're ready, the timestamps will be pinned in the comments below so you can fast forward to your group. And please keep in mind, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Have fun with it. That's what these are for. If you are interested in getting a private reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. And I renew my listings every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So without further ado, let's get into Group 1, Madame Leota. All right, if you chose Group 1, Madame Leota, this is your group. So let's get into it. All right, let's get your tarot first, and then we'll do oracles and handwritten messages. All right, Group 1. Oh, well, all right. So first date, your next first date. What do we need to know? The Six of Wands, got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay. We got some passion, we got some romance, you know. No big deal. All right, wow. Strength. Okay. Ooh, we got fire, we got water. Let's get one more. All right, Group 1. Group 1. Next first date. Okay, Seven of Swords. Well, that's an outlier. That one seems odd compared to everything else we've got here. But let's get into this. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a lot of water and fire. So could potentially be for some of you guys, maybe you or this person are a fire sign and or water sign. So fire sign would be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and then water would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So anyways, let's get it going. Wow. Six of Wands. I feel like this person is just incredibly attracted to you, and I think you're incredibly attracted to them as well. I mean, the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of recognition. This might even be somebody I feel like with the feeling of recognition, I feel like this is somebody that's potentially had their eye on you for a little while. For some of you, this could definitely be like a friend or a coworker or somebody that you spend time around or spend time talking to. Like, this is someone for a lot of you, I feel like, that's already in your sphere, because I feel like that's where the Seven of Swords is coming in, because the Seven of Swords is a card of deception, and it can be talking about like wearing the false self mask. So I'm kind of feeling like for a lot of you guys, this is somebody that's had feelings for you for a while and just hasn't opened up. It could be that 2020 was the year that made them be like, okay, Stuart. I don't know why that's the name that popped into my head, but all right, Stuart, let's do this, you know? So strength. You know, strength is Leo energy. So again, a Leo could be particularly important, you or them, but also this is a card of like perseverance, you know, patience. I'm almost getting this feeling of them like biding their time. It could even be that they're waiting for things to kind of go back to normal because maybe they have this like perfect date idea in their mind for you. But yeah, I think for a lot of you guys, this is likely a situation where you already know this person, or if you don't already know this person, I think this person will come into your life, but you won't know of their romantic intention for a while. We have very romantic energy, so I think the date will be very romantic. We'll get into that part in a second. But basically, I feel like this is either someone who's already in your life and you have, you know, basically no clue that they're interested in you, or you might have like your intuition might have a little inkling, but then you talk yourself out of it and you're like, no, like they're just my friend. They're just my coworker. Or again, if you don't have somebody currently in your life, this is someone that's going to come into your life and, like I said, be like a friend or a coworker or something like that for a while before they do extend that cup to you, that Knight of Cups, that offer, that romantic opportunity, that offer, that date. I just feel like the date's gonna almost come out of left field. Like, I just feel like you're not expecting it whatsoever. I think you're gonna be excited by it. I think you're gonna be into it, but I don't think that you see it coming. I don't think you think that they're really like interested in you in that way. But they're really good at hiding, so they could be, there's again, water energy, could be Scorpio, really good at hiding their true feelings. So that could definitely be where that Seven of Swords is coming in. But yeah, again, with the energy of patience and that inner strength, I feel like they're like waiting for like that perfect moment to like ask you out. And then we've got that very romantic energy with that Knight of Cups and that Queen of Cups. So again, I think the date is kind of coming out of nowhere. I think they're going to be the ones asking you out. It might even be very romantic. Like, the Knight of Cups to me is always that card of like, kind of like Prince Charming, like, and of course, Princess Charming if you're interested in women, but you know what I mean? Like, it's always like the knight on the white horse coming to save you. Like, I don't know, just always makes me think very kind of fairy tale-ish, So I feel like the actual invitation for the date could be very romantic. Like, they might bring you flowers or, I don't know, I just thought like write you a poem, which to me is like cringe city. Like, I would actually pass away if someone did that to me, but like, I don't know, maybe you're into that, or maybe if it's the right person, you're into it. I don't know. I just feel like there's some element of romance behind the invitation to the date. And then we've got the Queen of Cups, which is very romantic energy. This is, emotions and empathy and intuition. And like I said, I think your intuition might have an inkling that this person likes you, but I feel like you keep talking yourself out of it, because with that Seven of Swords, they're so good at hiding their true feelings that you're just kind of like, no way, like, moving on. But yeah, I also, with the Strength card, this is a card of inner strength, of course, but you can interpret whatever you're feeling. And I feel like this person could be very strong. They could be somebody who works out, maybe, potentially got some little muscles here, little muscles there. So for some of you, this person could definitely be very, like, I feel like physically fit, very interested in like working out and exercising. Again, we've got a very romantic vibe. And yeah, that Six of Wands is making me think like they've got their eye on you. So let's get a Sailor Moon major, and then we'll do some oracles. So what else do we need? That was either the Lovers or the Empress, because I saw it was Sailor Venus. So let's see. The Lovers. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah. We've got like extremes of both, I feel like, romance and like physical attraction. So I definitely feel like, there's the potential, I feel like, for this to go to that physical place. But also the Lovers for me just talks about, fate, two people who are meant to be together, whether it's forever or not, we don't know, but this is definitely a fated connection. This is someone you're meant to connect with, meant to be with. Oftentimes this will represent very different people, which is interesting because we have largely water and fire energy here. And, water and fire, there's, of course, the stereotype that water signs and fire signs, they don't mix, or they have like these like passionate relationships that just can't work long term. So it could very well be that for some of you, maybe this is turns into a long-term relationship. Maybe you kind of beat the odds, because that's the Lovers for me. The Lovers for me, I always think of people like defying the odds. Like, on paper, if you, wrote down what each of you were like, it would be like, okay, how the hell does that relationship work? There's no way. But it does, and it flows, and the two of you just connect together beautifully. So I think there's long-term potential here, even though I think the two of you are very opposite. I think you're very much different from one another. The Lovers can specifically, for me, represent people who are from different cultures, different countries, different, backgrounds, economically, could be age gaps, things like that. Things where it's just like, again, on paper, it's like they have nothing in common. Like, how does this even work? But it does, and it's beautiful. So let's get some oracles, and then we'll get to your handwritten messages at the end. All right, group 1. What else do we need to know about this person, this date? What do we need to know? Quality time. More quality time is needed with this person. Put forth extra energy and effort into this relationship. Make time for dates and fun. Take the initiative and try surprising them with a romantic gesture. Yeah, there's romantic gesture all up in this group. This may pertain to spending more quality time with family or friends. So again, this could be a friend. This could be a friend, a coworker, somebody that starts out as something else. You know, you're not expecting them to have feelings for you. So it could possibly be that. Could also be that maybe you meet them through a family member or through a friend. That could be how they come into your life, or how they have come into your life if you already know them. But I definitely I get such romantic energy and fun too. Like, I love how this says make time for dates and fun. This does have a fun vibe to me. Like, in my mind, I'm literally just picturing the two of you like going on Disneyland dates, like walking through the park, like having fun. Like, that's what's going in my mind. Could just be because I'm doing a Disneyland theme reading, but that's the vibe I get, is I feel like the two of you are going to have a lot of fun together. Again, we've got fire and water, we've got passion, and we've got attraction, and we've got that emotional connection and that romance. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's see what else you got. So yeah, I think your first date is going to be really fun. So keep an open mind. This goes for the lovers. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Whenever I get, it's funny because when I was prepping for this reading, I just had a feeling that at least one group was going to get this message. And whenever I get this card or this type of message, there's always like one person in the comments that's like, well, what's the point if they're not my type? Like, okay, that's the point of dating, my guy. Like, you're supposed to date different types, people that look differently, act differently, have different personalities and interests. That's how you figure out what you do and don't want in a partner. So again, with the lovers, and this being somebody who's very different from you, this could be somebody that's, you know, much older or much younger, depending on your age, of course. This could be somebody from a different culture, a different race that you've never dated before, somebody who has interests that are very different from yours, that you know, or works a job that you never thought you'd be compatible with somebody that does this type of work, or whatever it may be. Like, we definitely, and myself included, like, we're guilty of like making these lists of like, must be college educated, must make this much money, must look like this. And it's like, it doesn't always happen that way. You know what I mean? It's good to explore your options and see what's out there. I think for a lot of you guys, this is going to be somebody very different from anyone you've ever dated before. And that's a good thing. So that, keep an open mind. Okay, so let's get one more oracle, and then we'll do your handwritten messages. That's funny though. I had a feeling at least one group was going to get that message. So let's see. We've got focus on love, number 24. Look for the good in everyone. Very interesting. Well, the dragon on this card is almost making me think kind of that Seven of Swords energy again, of like, for some of you, this might even be somebody that you don't necessarily even really like. And let me explain what I mean by that. Again, with the Seven of Swords, that's somebody who's guarded. That's somebody who's not letting their true feelings be known. They might come across a little mysterious as well, which could definitely be like sexy, but it can also sometimes be off-putting, where you're like, oh, like, what's with this person? Like, there's something weird about them. There's something I can't put my finger on, but it's like, it's confusing me and I don't like it. So some of you, again, might find it a little sexy. Some of you might find it more like worrisome. So I'm almost getting that, you know, like the scales of a dragon, like the armor, essentially. Like, I think this is somebody who's, again, for a lot of you, this could be a Scorpio, but I feel like this is just somebody who's most likely been hurt, is likely very sensitive, and because they're sensitive and they've been hurt, they've got that armor on, they've got that guard up, but they're really like warm and fuzzy and cozy on the inside, because again, we've got such a romantic, again, princess charming kind of vibe going on here. So don't judge a book by its cover. 1000%. That's the message for you guys, is don't judge a book by its cover. So let's get into your handwritten messages and find more specifically about the date. So what Disneyland ride will your date be like? There we go. What ride will your date be like? Group 1. Okay. You guys got... Ooh, I don't know why I thought this was the one you would get. You got Space Mountain, so we've got Out of This World. exciting and exhilarating. Getting out of your comfort zone. I wrote emotionally, but again, it could be you're dating someone out of your comfort zone, but also getting out of your comfort zone emotionally. And your date may involve stargazing, which I feel like that's personally very romantic. So we've got a very romantic vibe to this first date. So out of this world. All right, so what will you eat? Group 1. Group 1. What will you eat? Okay. So you've got Rancho del Zocalo. It's so possibly casual outdoor stargazing. So, you could be doing like a picnic under the stars. That could be your date. That's cozy. So casual outdoor dinner date, beautiful scenery, relaxing and real. And by real, I meant like the date, the person, the conversation. So great conversation, really real. And that goes with this person because again, I feel like you don't know a lot about this person because they hold a lot in. And I feel like you're going to go on this very romantic date. Again, maybe stargazing, a nice picnic under this, under the night sky, some flameless candles so you don't burn down the whole place. And, just having this wonderful talk and this conversation, this quality time with this person where you actually get to know who they are on the inside. Okay, very nice. So which land will you be visiting with them? Okay, let's see. So we have Adventureland, exciting, spontaneous, never a dull moment. Well, that's that fire energy. And you've got the message of getting out of your comfort zone again. So we've got specifically on this one, I wrote emotionally. Then we've got in general. And again, the card of keep an open mind. So keep an open mind. This person is going to bring you out of your comfort zone. They also might help you take your walls down a little bit as well. So your final handwritten message, will this be your happily ever after? So, no pressure. That one get flipped. What even is this? I didn't write it on this one. Well, now we know which one that is. So, all right. Okay. Will this be your happily ever after? All right. Well, you didn't get the no. You got a maybe. This relationship could go either way. It's up for you to decide, which is so on brand with you guys because, again, that was literally that message that I was giving you of the whole point of dating is to get to know what it is you do want in a partner and don't want in a partner. So for some of you, this could be getting out of your comfort zone and learning there's certain things you like about this person. There's certain things you don't like and take that message moving forward. For some of you, this could be the one for you. You could decide, you know what, this is my person. So anyways, we've got a nice, fun, spontaneous person. Again, they could be fire energy. Scorpios are not spontaneous. I'm a Scorpio, but yeah, they could be fire and or water and or yeah, they have two sun signs. They're Leo and Scorpio. No. But yeah, an exciting, spontaneous person. There's never a dull moment. You're getting out of your comfort zone in so many ways with this person. The date could be something casual and romantic with some beautiful scenery, stargazing, and then it's up for you to decide if this is going to be your happily ever after or not. So anyways, group 1, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe for more content, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, bye. All right, if you chose group 2, the cute little mummy ghost, then this is your reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So group 2, what will your next, what will your next first date be like? All right, so we've got the Lovers. Beautiful card to start on. Group 2, your next first date. Oh, we've got the Magician. Oh, okay. Oh, it's 2 cards. 3 of Cups, Magician. Okay. This is already having similar vibes to group 1, so I'm not even surprised. That happens quite frequently. But anyway, let's get the rest of your cards. Ooh. 2. Next first date. Oh, 2 3s. Interesting. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. And 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, let's see what we've got going on here. All right. Well, there's a lot. Okay. Well, first of all, let's start with what we got here. With the Lovers and the Magician, and then I'll bring in the 3 of Wands in a second. But the Lovers and the Magician, I mean, this is somebody that I feel like most of you guys don't know this person yet. Because this to me feels like fate. I mean, the Lovers alone to me is a card of like fated connections, like people that you're absolutely meant to be with. And it doesn't always have to be romantic, but obviously this is a romantic reading, so it is. But pair that with the Magician. You know, the Magician is the card of manifestation, the law of attraction. To me, this is like, this person hasn't come into your life yet. Because the 3 of Wands can talk about somebody from a distance, somebody from overseas, which plays into the Lovers as well. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's also the message of like your ship is coming in, but not quite yet, you know. So have some faith. So there is this message for a lot of you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys have been single for a long time and had like no prospects for a long time as well, and you're just kind of feeling like, meh, like, is this ever gonna happen? Like, blah, you know? You might be feeling a little, like, down on love right now, but the 3 of Wands, to me, it carries that message of, like, your hard work is paying off, too, with the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card of patience and putting in the work, because the Magician as well, this is a card of action, card of action, card of action. There's a lot of cards here that you have of action. So basically what I feel like is I think you're connected to this person spiritually. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a past life connection. You may have dreamt of this person, or if you haven't already, I think you're likely to dream about them before they come into your life. I think you're going to kind of feel the energy shifting, feel this person about to arrive into your life. The 3 of Wands for me is like a dreamer card. It always makes me think of like wishing upon a star and truly believing in your dreams. So I didn't intend for this reading to really have any advice per se, but for you, the advice I would give you is just try to have as much blind faith as possible. Believe in your dreams. Believe that this person exists. Believe that they're coming into your existence in the, you know, near future. They could start out as a friend, or you could meet through friends. The 3 of Cups is a card of soul family and friendship. Also with the 2 3s, like there could be some sort of third party situation with this person. It could be that maybe they're exiting a relationship. Could be that you are. Again, for most of you, I feel as though, I think you've been single for a while though, but maybe some of you could be exiting a relationship. I don't know, the 3s stood out to me. 3 could just be important. It could be, you know, 3 months from now this could happen. Or it could be it happens on the 3rd of the month, or for some, maybe you start seeing 333 a lot, or something with the 3s. I don't know. Also 3, I'm a life path 3, so I actually know what it means because I'm not a numerology expert by any means, but I'm life path 3. Life path 3 is creative people. Like artists and writers and actors and people who are, you know, communicate for a living, and they're very creative. So this person could definitely be a very creative person. Now, the Lovers oftentimes will represent somebody very different from you. So could be that maybe they're very creative. Maybe you're not in that artistic realm. Maybe you're in a different type of industry and different type of mindset. It can oftentimes represent somebody from a different culture, different country, somewhere else in the world. Again, the 3 of Wands can represent something coming from overseas. So again, this person could possibly, for some of you, be in another country. It can represent, you know, again, anything where it's like on paper, you would be like, oh, like, how does that work? You know, age gaps, different race, culture, different background, different economic backgrounds, like anything and everything. Could be just vastly different personalities, you know, again, somebody who's very left-brained and somebody who's very right-brained coming together. So the Lovers to me is one of my favorite cards. I think one of the most beautiful energies of balance and harmony, and these two puzzle pieces just perfectly coming together. So this is very romantic energy. Again, this is similar to group one. So if you didn't watch group one, you might want to. But I definitely feel like there's a very romantic, kind of magical, fated, energy here for you guys. I think you are connecting to them. I don't think they're in your life just yet. Again, for some of you, could meet through a friend, could start out as a friendship. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is a card of growth. It's a card of patience, of putting in the work, of allowing things to happen kind of organically. So again, similarly to group one, I think there is a potential here for a long-term connection with this person. But of course, it's going to require putting in the time and the work. And don't rush anything. Again, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of kind of balance in a way, because it talks about, it's like nature. If you're planting something, you have to plant the seed, you have to water it, fertilize it, prune it. You got to do all those things, but you also have to give it space to let, nature take its course, to allow it to grow on its own. So there's this definite message of allowing things to happen. Because I think when you meet this person, you're going to be very excited, because I think the connection is really intense. And I feel like it's just, the love is palpable, let me say. So I think you might be very excited when this person comes in, and rightfully so, but there's a definite message of, allow it to grow over time. Don't try to force, the commitment right away, or force anything right away. Just allow it to unfold naturally, because it will. So let's get you a major arcana, and then we'll do your oracles. All right, group two, what have we got? We've got the Sun. Beautiful. So some Leo energy. I think the Lovers and the Magician are both Gemini. So we've got Gemini and Leo energy. Those seasons could be important, or those signs could be important. So this is beautiful, because the Sun is a card of just like ultimate bliss and happiness. It's also a message to stay in the moment. So again, I feel like you guys are getting some advice here. I feel like you guys have been wanting love, looking for love, and it just hasn't been happening. And the Sun can be that message of stay in the present moment, stay as optimistic, and believe as much as possible, because this is coming for you. This is going to happen. The Sun is a card of kind of like childlike wonder and just happiness to a level that you haven't felt in a long time. So I think this person is going to bring some playfulness into your life, a level of happiness. I'm almost feeling like healing your inner child too. Like this person could come into your life, and any like long-standing, issues or limiting beliefs that you may have, I feel like they just kind of evaporate. Or that might happen right before they come into your life. Like all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I don't feel that way anymore. Isn't that interesting? But let's see what else we've got. But your date could definitely be very fun. We've got the Three of Cups is a very playful energy. Like I said, it's friendship, it's soul family. It's very playful and light and celebratory. So with the Three of Cups, with the Sun, I feel like your date, oh my. I feel like your date could be very like fun and playful. So we've got true love. This love is real and true. This is a healthy, emotional, and genuine connection with another. Or you are manifesting a high vibrational relationship. You're giving and receiving more love in your life. This may pertain to you reaching the vibration of unconditional love. Well, I don't have much to add to that. That's pretty great. But yeah, definitely got those true love vibes. All right. What else does group 2 need to know? Okay. Oh, interesting. Children. With the Sun card, children. Your love life is being affected by children. So this is a general reading. This could mean many things. This could mean that this person has children. It could mean that you have children. It could mean that the two of you eventually have children together. Maybe that's where the 3 is coming from. Maybe they have a child or you have a child. So that could definitely be it for, a small portion of you guys. But overall, for most people, what I would say that this will probably resonate as is that childlike sense of wonder. Again, that healing of your inner child, coming together with this person, feeling like you can trust them, they get you, you're connected, it's magical. There's this kind of like healing energy to this connection. And again, I think your date could be something very like fun. Like you could be doing something like, going to Disneyland. But you know, again, you guys are similar to group one. But yeah, there could be like maybe something, you know, maybe you bond over something. Maybe you were both obsessed with the same show growing up, you know, or something, and you bond over that. Like something about your childhoods. Maybe you find out you went through something very similar in your childhoods that bonds the two of you together. But overall, I'm feeling this as like a lightness, as a happiness, that kind of like energy of like renewal, almost kind of like the Judgment card in the tarot, like that phoenix rising from the ashes renewal kind of energy. All right, let's get one more. Yeah, this is a really beautiful connection. All right, group two. Romance, number 25. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Well, yeah, I mean, this has a very romantic feel to it, this group, for sure. There's a definite, again, there's a magical, kind of really deep connection with this person. It's a very, very romantic connection. So let's move on to your handwritten messages and find out more about your date. So what Disneyland ride will your date be like? Okay. Group two. Group two. What will your date be like? What ride will your date be like? Group two. Any day now. There we go. So you guys got the Haunted Mansion. Oh, this makes sense. Okay, so you might be watching a scary movie, little Netflix and chill, cuddly and cozy, ordering in food, and I wrote beware of the dreaded ex, which again, you've got the Three of Cups, Three of Wands. The number 3 was really standing out to me. So it could be that for some of you, like I said, maybe this person is recently exiting a relationship, or it could be, again, it could be also your ex. It could be things that you're still holding on to, things that they're holding on to. It doesn't have to be recent. But yeah, beware the dreaded ex. That doesn't mean there's not long-term potential with this person. I do think there is. But there's something there. There's something that needs to be worked through to get to this, again, this renewal energy with the two of you. So there might be a little bit of like, you know, watch out if they mention their ex on the first date. That's what I will say. But yeah, we've got a nice cuddly cozy first date for you guys. So we've got what will you eat? So what are you going to be ordering in? Let's see. Group 2. Oh, jolly holiday. So this could possibly be a lunch date for some of you, a bakery, cafe, salad, sandwiches, pastries, warm and welcoming. There's definitely, to this person, this connection and this date, I feel like it's going to be something where you feel very like comfortable. I feel like right away. Again, like the cozy, cuddly, comfortable, like just the two of you, very warm, very welcoming. So I think this is going to be a nice, like low pressure date too. So again, that feeling of possibly for some of you, this starts out as a friendship with that Three of Cups as well. Could be something where it's like low pressure, but it's very nice, very, very comfortable in a good way. So which land will you be visiting with them? Okay. Fantasyland. I wrote guarantee Mariah Carey is playing in my head. Well, you know what, Brooke? Probably wouldn't have been, but now it is. Very romantic, playful relationship, and Prince/Princess Charming. Again, there's definite connections here to group 1. Very interesting. But yes, Fantasyland. So a romantic and playful. Well, we've got that playful energy. We've got that romantic energy, definitely. Yeah, this makes me feel like, remember, like, however old you were when you first started dating, it's obviously different for everybody, but remember when you, like, first started dating, before you had gotten hurt, before, you know, anything bad had happened, nobody had broken your heart yet, and dating was, like, cute and fun, and it had that comfortable feeling. Like, I'm getting this feeling of, like, being really excited but nervous for the first kiss. You know that feeling? Like, is it going to happen? Isn't it going to happen? Like, this just feels to me, again, we definitely have a very romantic and playful vibe here, but also comfortable. I love it. Okay, so will this be your happily ever after? So let's see. Is this person, this relationship, going to be group 2's happily ever after? And one of them is blank on the outside because I clearly forgot to write it on the outside. So, whoops. I found that out in group 1. All right, group 2. Will this be your happily ever after? Okay, geez, sorry, this one's taking forever. Will this be your happily ever after? Oh. I feel like I should be chatting with you or something, because like this one's taking its sweet time. There we go. I'm like, the tension is building. What do we got? Oh, group 1 got the same one. Maybe. This relationship could go either way. It's up for you to decide. Well, that, I think, goes into that 7 of Pentacles energy of putting in the work, letting things grow naturally, and coming to a decision on your own down the line if this is somebody that you want to be with forever or not. But again, with that 7 of Pentacles, I do definitely think there is long-term potential for you and this person. So anyways, group 2, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it and you're new, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, bye. All right, time for our final group. If you chose the bride, Constance Hatchaway, group 3, this is your group. So let's find out about your next first date. Oh my. Okay, I have to say, I feel like all 3 groups are largely very positive, and I feel like maybe the universe is trying to reward us all for the year that we've all just lived through. But anyways, your first card is the Wheel of Fortune, so we're not going to get mad at that. Got the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, the 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. I feel like all 3 groups also have elements of getting out of your comfort zone in one way or another. All right, you guys got a bonus card. We're going to take both of those. So you've got the World and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some similar cards that are running through, similar messages that are running through. So honestly, sometimes it happens that way where all 3 groups have some mild similarities. Groups 1 and 2 were definitely similar, but also had some differences. And I feel like you're kind of continuing that trend, my guys. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my, how many majors? 2. Wheel of Fortune in the World. Okay, this is beautiful. Well, first of all, you're ending a cycle here. You know, the World is the last major arcana. It signifies the end of a major chapter, letting go, learning the lesson, and moving forward. And similarly, you know, the Wheel of Fortune has kind of a similar message, because the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel turning in your favor because you've learned a lesson. You know, you're doing things differently, you're thinking differently, you've grown from things from your past, you've let go of them. So I feel like the wheel is turning in your favor, and I feel like this is very exciting. So I don't think this is somebody that you know. For most of you guys, of course, this is a general reading, so you take what resonates. For some of you, maybe you do know this person, but I think for a lot of you, you don't know this person yet. So the Wheel of Fortune is very lucky energy. Again, I feel like you've done a lot of work, you know, this year. I think you've done a lot of shadow work. I think you've worked through a lot of things from your past, and you've been working on letting go of control, I think, largely for a lot of you guys. The 4 of Pentacles can be a card of control. It can also be a card of, you know, the fear of leaving the comfort zone. Well, and that's where control comes in. You know, it's the fear of like leaving it up to the universe. That's what I feel like is going on here for a lot of you guys, is I feel like you maybe have that kind of fear of releasing control, because it's like, well, if I don't control it, is it gonna happen kind of a thing? Yeah, it is. There's like there's kind of a touch of magic, I think, in all 3 groups. And I think a lot of these connections are very much fated. You know, people that you're meant to be with. and have fun with. Like, there's an element of work here as well, because of course relationships take work, but I definitely feel like there's this feeling that, I don't know, again, I feel like maybe a lot of us are going to be rewarded after this like long, difficult, period that we've been through. Because the Seven of Pentacles can talk about, putting in the work. So I think a lot of you guys have been putting in the work on yourselves. But this to me is also saying that I feel like this person that you're going to be going on this first date with, I feel like there's long-term potential. They might be a little bit different than what you're used to. Again, that element of getting out of your comfort zone. But getting out of your comfort zone could also just talk about being more vulnerable, being more open with someone. It could be talking about your date might be something that's getting out of your comfort zone. I don't know why like skydiving just popped into my head. I feel like that's maybe like one person. I doubt that you're all going to go skydiving, but like something like that, like skydiving, bungee jumping, like rock climbing. I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling that for some of you, it might be just the date might just be something very much out of your comfort zone. Also with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe some of you are going to be doing like those like those like pottery places and painting. Like you might be going on a date where like you're painting with this person, or you're making pottery, or like there's something of like using your hands in the date. I realized how dirty that sounded after I said it, but you know what I mean. I meant more like ceramics. But because the Eight of Pentacles can talk about oftentimes like working with your hands, like making things. So yeah, it could be that for some of you on your date, maybe you're doing something like that. We've got the Nine of Cups. Hello. How's it going? Wish fulfillment. I mean, this was the card I had on the bottom of the deck. You're the only group that got the Nine of Cups. So this is wish fulfillment. I feel like this person's going to check all your boxes, and then some. I just feel like they're going to be everything you've ever been looking for and more. Didn't mean to rhyme, but here we are. I do that quite frequently, it seems. But yeah, they could be just your ultimate dream come true. This is also a card of just emotional fulfillment and happiness. And then the World. I feel like for some of you, I feel like I just got the very specific feeling of like you could be traveling with this person. I don't necessarily know if you're going to be traveling on your first date. That might be a little odd or risky, but I don't necessarily think maybe not right away, but this feeling of maybe like traveling, maybe this person really likes travel, maybe you really like travel, maybe the two of you start traveling together. And the World can, of course, signify somebody from somewhere else in the world. All three groups got that message because the other two groups got both got the Lovers. So this could be somebody from another country, another culture, another ethnicity, et cetera, et cetera. So very interesting. But yeah, this is a dream come true. Again, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been single for a while, especially definitely for the last year. I think you've been really working on yourselves. You've been going through a lot of growth and moving on from cycles, and letting go of some control. And I feel like there's that advice to keep doing that. Just let this happen. Let this person come into your life how and when they're supposed to. And they're going to be a total dream come true. Total dream boat. So let's get you guys a major arcana, and then we'll get your oracles and then handwritten messages at the end. All right. Group 3, next first date. What do we need to know? Oh, well, there it is. Literally all three groups got the Lovers. Are you freaking kidding me? So, okay, here's my spiel on the Lovers. So the Lovers, this is fate. Yes, with the Wheel of Fortune, with all the, yes, this is fate. So this is someone that's meant to come into your life. Like I have said to the other two groups, the Lovers for me typically represents past life connections. You may dream of this person or feel their energy coming before you meet. It oftentimes represents two people who are vastly different from one another. So again, that feeling of they're going to be pushing you out of your comfort zone. You might have vastly different personalities, vastly different interests. It could be from different countries, cultures, age gaps, different economic backgrounds, like etc. It's like anything and everything. It could be just very different. For me, again, the Lovers typically represents two people who on paper you'd be like, how the hell does this relationship even work? But it works more beautifully, more balanced, more smoothly, more magical than like any relationship you've ever seen. So I think this is likely somebody who's going to push you out of your comfort zone in a lot of ways, because I think the two of you are going to be very different. I think the two of you are going to learn a lot from one another, because with the Eight of Pentacles too, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of learning and higher learning, higher education, and learning a skill, perfecting a skill. So there is that element of learning with the Eight of Pentacles. So again, could very well be that you learn a lot from one another, that you push each other out of your comfort zones. I get this feeling too of like feeling like you're living again. You know, we go through phases, I think all of us do in our lives, where we go through periods where we just feel like we're not really living. We're just kind of surviving. We're just kind of getting by. And then sometimes all it takes is a certain person coming into your life, or a certain just like thing, an instance happening, an event happening, like something, getting a new job, whatever it may be, that all of a sudden like you just feel completely different. That Wheel of Fortune energy. That's this person for you. Again, the Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. So when this person comes into your life, and I think you're going to have this effect on them as well, it's going to be mutual. I just think your lives are forever changed for the better. I just feel like you're going to be more open to different things. Again, less controlled, less like, this could be some perfectionism for some of you guys. So letting go of some perfectionism and just honestly really like living more, and you know, not just getting by, not just surviving, like actually living. So gorgeous. Yeah, this is great. All right, let's get you some oracle cards and then we'll get into your handwritten messages. All right, group 3. What do we need to know about this person, this connection, this first date? Any and all of the above. Group 3. We've got home and family. Whoa, interesting. So we've got, this is home environment or family changes. This could be a new home or relocation. This may pertain to an upcoming celebration with family, or you may be feeling more at home in a relationship. So we do have elements of like moving and travel with the World, with the Four of Pentacles, leaving your comfort zone. So some of you could be moving. It could be that this person is from somewhere else in the world and they're moving to your area. So there could be some element of somebody relocating. For some of you, this might start out as a long distance relationship and one of you has to make that decision eventually to move. That could be part of it. And I also love the message of feeling more at home in a relationship. Definitely. There's that definite vibe of comfort and love. Oh, geez. All right, well, that one went bye-bye because it's too far away and I can't reach it. So let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. All right. So some of you, maybe you're meeting through a friend. Maybe a friend sets you up. I don't really feel that so much, though. I'm not really getting the friend vibe of, like meeting through a friend. Could just be that maybe you need to ask some friends for advice. Because again, I feel like you're going to be getting out of your comfort zone. And while there is that element of like happiness, dream come true, wish fulfillment, comfort, while there is that element, this is still out of your comfort zone. This is still change. For some of you, it might even just be the pure fact that maybe you haven't been in a relationship in a while and it's just, you got to kind of get used to that again, you know what I mean? So I think for you guys, this is going to be tied to the getting out of your comfort zone. You might have some moments of like mild panic and just lean on your friends, maybe your family as well. If there's anybody that you really trust that you feel like is going to be there for you, give you really good advice or support. There's that. Now let's get you one more. Group 3. Yeah, because leaving the comfort zone is scary. It's in our DNA to resist change. And it's like a sick joke because the only constant in life is that it's constantly changing. So it could be just that you're just going through a lot with change, and to just reach out to your friends and family for support. So we've got 22, the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Ooh, very interesting. There's more going on than meets the eye. Well, again, that Four of Pentacles, we've got this message here of slow growth. I think there's an instant connection for sure with the Lover's energy, but it could be that maybe they're a little bit guarded. Maybe it takes a little bit of time to really get to know them on a deeper level. So more going on than meets the eye. Interesting. So let's get to your handwritten messages and let's see what Disneyland ride your date will be like. So this first date with this person, what will it be like? Oh, come back. All right. So you guys got, ooh, the Mad Tea Party. Well, that makes me happy. Everyone got a different ride. So you've got topsy-turvy, and I wrote tipsy if you're of age. A brunch date, butterflies in your stomach, and lots of laughter. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what we've got here. We've got this at-home feeling. Well, the butterflies, the Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, even the World to a degree. It's kind of got that feeling of like the butterflies in the stomach and the excitement. Even the Four of Pentacles, because again, the Four of Pentacles is like resisting change, but it's like because you feel change coming. So I feel like this is going to just flip your life upside down. This is going to change everything for you in the best way possible. But again, I think there's going to be a little bit of that anxiety with it. So yeah, this might be a brunch date. Again, if you're of age, might be drinking, just fun, butterflies in the stomach, that excitement, that kind of nervous excitement. So what will you eat on this date? What have we got going on for group 3? Okay. I don't know why. I had a feeling you were going to get this one. Group 1 got this one too. Rancho del Zocalo. I used to go there for dinner a lot. This was like my dinner spot at Disneyland if I was there at that time. So casual outdoor dinner date, beautiful scenery, relaxing and real, which I meant the connection being very real, having great conversation with, again, the lovers makes total sense. So we've got great conversation. This could be, for some of you, a dinner date, for some of you, a brunch date. But even the brunch date, when I wrote that, what I was imagining was something outdoors. So it could be again, with this one, what I was picturing was like almost like the scene in Alice in Wonderland, but I was picturing, like something like a garden, like beautiful, like, afternoon tea or something. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it'll be something like outdoors with really beautiful scenery. So that goes in line with what I was writing when I wrote this one. Again, for some of you, maybe it's like a brunch date. For some of you, maybe it's a dinner. But either way, you're having a lot of fun. That's the connection I feel like too with these two cards. Is there's a lot of fun on this first date. So which land will you be visiting with them? Group 3. Which land will you be visiting with them? Okay. Tomorrowland. Okay. To infinity and beyond, long-term relationship potential, and they've got you thinking about the future. Well, that might be what's going on here, because look at this. The imagery on this is almost like she's getting ready for her wedding, I feel like. So they might have you thinking about the future, and they might be the first person that's ever really had you thinking about the future. Again, that feeling of like leaving your comfort zone, that Four of Pentacles. So for a lot of you guys, maybe you never thought you'd get married. Maybe that wasn't your jam, or maybe you just didn't think it was going to happen, or or maybe, again, you've just never met anyone that really made you feel that way. Because we've also got home and family. So I really feel like this person is going to have you thinking about the future, thinking about, do I want to get married? Do I want to have kids? Is this the person I want to do that with? And I feel like they're kind of igniting those thoughts. You're starting a new chapter here, for sure. This is the next chapter of your life, I feel like, for you guys. So will this be your happily ever after? Let's find out. One of them is blank on the outside because I realized as I was shuffling in group 1, I forgot to write it on that one. So anyway, but let's see. Will this be your happily ever after, group 3? Will this be your happily ever after? Okay. Will this be your happily ever after? Group 1 and group 2 got the same one. So it'll be interesting to see if you got the same one that they got. Well, you sure did. There's one no, 2 different yeses, and a maybe in there. And all 3 groups got maybe, and all 3 groups got the lovers, and all 3 groups, I think, got messages of like putting in the work. I don't know if group 1 got that message so much, but 2 and 3 definitely did, because you both got the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe. This relationship could go either way. It's up for you to decide. So I think that's what you're deciding here. I don't think you're deciding that on the first date necessarily. I mean, those thoughts might start to spark in your mind, you know, with the first date. I think you're going to see that potential with them right away. The lovers oftentimes represents like instant connections and feeling like you've known each other before. Again, that kind of past life kind of feeling. So they might kind of like spark those thoughts right away. But I think over time with this relationship, you're really starting to think like, man, like, could this be my person? Am I ready for this? Do I want this? Yeah. And again, like I said, both group 2 and you guys, group 3, got that 7 of Pentacles, that card of like putting in the work, allowing things to happen organically. Don't rush anything. Don't force anything. Control. 4 of Pentacles. Let go of control and just see where it goes, because it might be to infinity and beyond. But anyways, group 3, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you're new, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, bye. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please consider subscribing. To all of my existing supporters and subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This really was just an excuse for me to buy the Constance Hatchaway Funko Pop, aka the bride, because she's pricey and I've wanted her forever. So this gave me the excuse I needed to buy her. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support and your really lovely comments. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, bye guys.